Newsflash, the end of this year is close upon us, and the new year begins just one moment past the current year. There isn't a lot of time for transition. And one of the key actions that we tend to take at the end of a year, or at the intersection of 2 years, is we make resolutions. We set intentions, we reset goals, and we make new commitments. We trash old calendars and hang up new ones. We physically clean up and we organize and we weed out to make room, weed out the old to make room for the new. And we take time for family and friends, and we reestablish the relationships that we kind of let go during the busyness of a year. With all of the start anew that happens at the intersection of these years, do you ever stop and kind of just step back and look back at the year that just passes to make an assessment of how it went for you? Well, if you do, and if you don't, I suggest that you do, how much do you feel that you've missed some goals and some key intentions that you set at the beginning of the year? And how often does this happen? Every year? Think about how you live your life throughout the year, how you make decisions about what you do, to what you say yes and to what you said no. How you may have been busy yet unproductive. How you might have missed an opportunity that was right in front of you because you were so busy overthinking yet underdoing. How might you have brought something else to reality? I know I've experienced all these situations at one time or another. I'd look back over what felt like a really, really busy, productive year. And then I'd realize that I had accomplished less than half of the goals that I set out to accomplish at the beginning of the year. And I'm a doer. I seem so busy. And then 3 years ago, I made a discovery, and that changed everything. This discovery was so simple, yet it was so powerful that from the time I did it, I achieved 60 to 80% more of my goals for the year every year from then on. This one simple action can transform your future. It can guide every decision that you make. It can allow you to take advantage of opportunities that you didn't even know were there before they came up for you. It'll free you to spend more time with the people with whom you want to spend the time with, who are important to you, and it'll allow you to do more of what you want to do. This one thing, this one discovery, is one word. Yep, you heard me, one word. See, identify one word to which you'll dedicate the entire year. That one word can be based on your goals that you set for the coming year, or they can help you set your goals and intentions for the year. Either way. Here's an example, and here's an example of my own story. See, for 2015, I made this discovery, and I set my word for the year to be conversion. That meant that intentionally, every action I took, every decision I made, every program I gave, every speech that I spoke was geared towards converting free clients to fee-paying clients throughout the entire year. By the end of the year, I had converted 5 more people who took advantage of my free offerings. I converted them to paying clients, more in number and several $1,000s more in income than the previous 2 years combined. For 2016, I set my word for the year to be believe. As I look back on the year, I realized that I've implemented at least 2 key programs that I previously thought wouldn't even be viable, simply because I believed that they were good. I believed that people needed them. I found out that they did, and I believed I could do them. As the new year approaches, my word will be stretch. See, my intentions for the year are to do things beyond what I'm prepared to do. To have others see in me what I don't see in myself. To bring on a team of people to help me do what I can't or won't or haven't or really shouldn't be doing myself as the CEO of my own company. Stretching will allow me to learn some skills that challenge me, yet when mastered, will help move my business significantly forward. And stretch means that I intend to speak on a stage on which I've wanted to speak for years, in front of 2,500 plus people at a conference I'll attend in August. See, when you identify a word for the year, then you synchronize your brain to see everything that comes up throughout the year as supporting your word. It's like when I first bought my Toyota Matrix. I needed a car. All I knew was I needed a car. I like Toyotas. Needed a car to transfer my mom from her wheelchair to car and back. I could no longer do that with my Toyota 4Runner, which was an SUV I had to push her up into. And so once I discovered this Matrix and bought it, suddenly I noticed that every fifth car was a Toyota Matrix on the road. How this relates to the one word is that now the car was in my consciousness. I owned it. I claimed it. And therefore, I saw it. It was in my head and I saw it everywhere. So when you make your one word, when you claim your one word, when you identify your one word for the year, it will stay in your mind and guide every decision you make throughout the year. So I encourage you to take a few minutes after the holidays, after the hustle and bustle, and think about what you want the year ahead to be to you and for you, personally and professionally. Then identify one word for the year. Write it down. Keep it in front of you on your computer monitor, on your refrigerator, someplace you'll see it continually. Let your word guide you as you make decisions throughout the year. And those decisions will support your word. And then do me a favor. Right now, make a date on your calendar for 12 months from now, where you commit to looking back on the year that just passed, and you'll evaluate how much more you've accomplished and how much more you've achieved because you set that one word as your guide. What's your word?